Alright, hello. Let me know if the sound needs to be adjusted a little bit. I left the settings the same as from Ooblets, so I don't know how loud it is. Just want to make sure we get everything all set up before we get going. I'm going to be playing with the mouse. I don't know. I guess we'll look at the controls before I get started, since I've played this before. Oh, there are no controls, so maybe it's just point and click? Okay, how is the mic to music level? Do I need to turn down the music any, or are we good? Let's see, display 1, window mode full screen. We'll leave the voices on. Music down a little bit, okay. Ooh. How about that? Okay, hopefully that's good. Okay. So I don't know. Obviously, this is a monster dating sim. I believe it's point and click. I know that there's a multiplayer mode. I've never really watched much of this game, so I don't really know about the multiplayer mode or what it includes. I don't know if it's a competitive dating sim if you play it with other people, but we're playing it solo right now. And I'm only going to do one playthrough to start. If we like it, maybe we'll come back and do another character storyline, because I know that there's, like, infinite ways you can go through the stories, depending on who you date and what you respond to things, and then different things you can do. So, I just want to take a quick peek in the gallery, because it said when I first opened this that there was things unlocked, so I just want to see. Okay, so those are all the... It's a lot of endings. Ooh. So there's Polaroids you can get. I'm assuming... So the only dating sim I've ever really played is Dream Daddy. And I know that you can do like tons of different endings and all sorts of stuff. It's kind of funny. I don't know anything about like the characters in this game or Oh, okay. So I know that the only thing I do know about the characters is that I believe Aaron from Game Grumps plays this guy, this werewolf dude. Ooh. Oh, look at the tree costume. There's a bird it is. A ding-dong. Sorry, I just wanted to flip through a couple of these. We're not going to go through all of them because there's tons. There's lots of cool-looking characters. Look at... What? That's like Slender Man. Is there a sexy Slender Man in this game? Oh, look at her. Bathing suit. She's like an Oni or something, right? Little Kappa. Okay. Enough of looking at this. Monster Sonas. Oh, these are like by like fans of the game, I guess. Oh, that's cute. And then I guess the game artists made them into actual art either in the game or just for the gallery. That's neat. Okay. Enough fucking around in the gallery. So yeah, dating sim, monsters. Obviously, this is the first one. This is Monster Prom. I bought right now on Steam. The bundles are on sale, so I bought the bundle because it's obviously the cheapest way to buy it. So this is Monster Prom's second term. I think that's like the add-on DLC. I don't really know. Let's see. Voice interjections, yay or nay? Yeah, sure, why not? So, oh, you can play up to 4 players. I didn't even know that. Well, right now we're going to do 1 player. Okay, so it is DLC. Well, we're just gonna do the original game first, and then we'll go from there. Oh, okay. So a short game is 30 minutes, and a full game is around 60. We're gonna do the full game, because we're gonna do a little bit of a long stream today anyways, because we want to do both games. At least one playthrough. Depending on how that goes, maybe we'll do another one. You know, if you guys like it, we'll do more playthroughs. Full game, 60 minutes. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I had to choose a player. Oh, he's got like little ghost blobs or something. Oh, I'm totally biased towards this dude on the far left. So there's like a fire lady, fire demon. I don't know what she is technically. He looks kind of like a zombie of some sort, and she looks like a Frankenstein-esque creature. I'm going with the ghost dude, or whatever he is. Cryptid boy. I don't know what he is. Let's find out. Yellow. Who are you really? Oh. Okay, so you have a choice of inserting your own name or just picking a name. Okay, so I'm assuming his actual name is Oz assigned. Do we want to go with Oz, or do we want to give him a name? I mean, I kind of like Oz. Let's keep him Oz. Okay, and you can choose pronouns. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna stick with he, and we're gonna I can do this. Oh, I like him. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Okay, so before we get further, that being the intro, I do know that even though this is kind of like a cutesy art style kind of game, that there are like, you know, maybe some darker jokes or darker dialogue options. I don't think it's a graphic game, like visually, but just a heads up in case you're unaware, I think that is a thing. That's 100%, what's his name, Nate Wants to Battle? Is that his screen name? I know that scream. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Okay. And that's Aaron from Game Grumps, definitely. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart, or huge heart, pardon me. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 question mark, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Okay, stay with me here. This is Vampire Griffin McElroy, right? This is Vampire Griffin McElroy. Yay! Polygeist, 22 question mark, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. What? And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Oh, there's so many good options. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Teen Wolf Magazine. Hot or not, take this quiz to find out. Crazy X's had a deal when they just won't go. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. Oh, we get to take a magazine quiz. Aw. Are those still around? Like, do like teen magazines still a thing? I know BuzzFeed is kind of like the modern online version of that. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Oh, Jesus. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. Oh shit. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Okay, so I can see definitely like how this would play into the multiplayer, like competitive part. Let's start. Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities, Dionysus, Bastet, Loki, coolest cats in town. Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers every night. I've even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him. Oh, I took compromising. I blackmail him for whatever I want, a lot more effective. Let's go with the first one. So I got so charming. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. A sample of a more nutritious breakfast option, so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. No, that's a horrible option. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. Sexy tiger. So charming. Oh my god, I definitely am filling up profile here. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? Lots of options here. It's okay. We invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. I like that one. 100 push-ups. No. 200 push-ups. Nobody ends the world but me. I will end the world today. They always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. I always party as if there were no tomorrow, so who cares? I'm torn between a few here. Let's see, overpopulation of commoners. Oh, no. I mean, okay, fair. Does that predetermine who we're going to date, or do I still have choice? Because that wasn't who I was going to go after. Okay, so we have options on where we can go. We'll start at the top and work our way down. Okay, so my stats for the starting. We're at week 1, morning. My smarts are 6, my boldness is 4, my creativity is 4, my charm is 9, my fun is 5, and my money is 5. Okay. Which, ironically, is probably the exact flipped opposite of my real life stats, aside from the money being low. Auditorium. Oh. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. All right. Narrator. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Scott and Miranda staring intently at a picture of a seahorse? This looks like a killer seahorse, Miri. What are you so worried about? Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift. And, well, you've heard what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What?
What? Who are they? Why do they say that? What's in there? I don't know. That is why I'm so distraught. I'm terrified that I will accidentally look into this gift horse's mouth and see... See what? A gross butt? Another tinier horse? A world without sports?
Yuck!
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Oh, come on, Miri, you gotta find out. You gotta find out for... What's that thing Mrs. Ferratu is... Miss Ferratu, come on, that's pretty clever. Miss Ferratu, I like that. Is always talking about science? Yeah, for science. You got it right. You realize Scott's looking to you for your opinion. They both are. What do you think Miranda should do? Don't ever look that gift horse in the mouth. In fact, breed it with sea urchins to produce gift horses with tiny mouths. Look that gift horse right in its damn mouth. They only say not to because they don't want you to finding out all the delicious mouth candy. That one. Not so bold. Scott claps his hands with glee and drags Miranda off so they can go look into her horse's mouth. The next day, you run into both of them. They seem different somehow. It was horrible. Teeth within teeth, bro. Like the teeth had mouths, and those mouths had teeth with mouths. And in the center, a window into a hellscape ruled by nameless, hungry gods.
Whoa!
A world without any sports at all. They were right. Don't ever look a gift horse in the mouth. You watch a tentacle crawl out of Scott's ear and flop onto the ground. He doesn't seem to notice. Time to pretend like none of this was your fault. So you lose -2 charm and -1 smarts. Okay. Now we've hit noon. Oh.
All right.
We're in a cafeteria. And we can choose where to sit. Let's sit next to our boy. There's a cat person, and this maybe is a vampire or a witch. There's like a ghosty. Okay, we're gonna sit over here. You've just sat down to eat with Damien and Liam. Well, to eat with Damien. Liam's just taking pictures of his food. When a leather-clad figure drops from the air vent onto your table, it's the Slayer.
Prepare to die.
Lunchtime's over, dirtbags. Time to die. This always happens when we sit together. Your death-based rhetoric is offensive. Don't spoil my food pick. Oh, I'll spoil more than your food pick, Count Stankula. I'm about to spoil your face. Just his, though, right? Both your faces. Fuck. The Slayer is right between the three of you. You can't save Liam and Damien, but if you act fast, you might be able to save one. Oh, I don't know, man. Oh, shit. You launch into a hearty rendition of the Our Father. You've done this loads of times. It's not that the prayer has any kind of magical effect on Damien, he just can't resist criticizing it. Okay, first of all, he's not our father. I've got 2 dads, and neither of them is a holy asshole in a stupid cloud palace. And thy kingdom come? What's that supposed to mean? Are we like praying for the end of the world now? Oh sure, beg him for your daily bread. What are you, in prison or something? Our omnipotent dad can't spring for better food than bread? What if you've got a gluten allergy? Do you still have to eat the daily bread? This is ridiculous. While Damien continues to rave, Liam snaps a few more artful pics of his lunch and then carries it to another table. Are you done? Almost. I have a whole bit about the multiple papal revisions that's really fucking vicious. Close enough. Eat holy water. You can't eat a liquid. It's... Damien has a hard time forming any more iconoclastic opinions with his flesh on fire. He flees the cafeteria and you retreat to sit at Liam's table. Now that he's done taking pictures of his food, he even lets you have some. This has been a real bonding experience. Hell yeah. We move into the evening.
All right.
Okay, go to the library. Let's go to the library. Dramatization. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some Bitcoin. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 Bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. Oh, hello there, and welcome, Jacob NCSCS. Thank you for following. We've just started our first playthrough of Monster Prom, and we will be playing Monster Camp afterwards. Which, unfortunately... Okay, so we got our $2. Yay, we're rich. Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on. Whoa! What is going on? We were in the library, and he looks like he's covered in honey or ectoplasm, or I don't know what. We're discussing this recent novel, Two Lights. It isn't a novel, it's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes with amazing abs. Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash.
How ironic.
But I decided to like it ironically. The thing is, there's this human girl with 2 guys who like her, but the guys are part of 2 enemy human races. The wild shirtless humans and the mysterious deep look giving humans. And it seems these type of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep look giving humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that's actually a lesser known trait of some humans? The thing is, the next movie will be released soon, and we're super hyped. Ironically. We can't wait, bro. We need to satiate our hunger for 2 lights. Oh boy. This is your opportunity to show these two you're well versed when it comes to satiating urges. Go for it. We should write a nuanced play based on it. Totally not fanfic.
So authentic.
Oh, I see it. A nuanced pastiche involving the characters of two lights, throwing a new light over their fears and desires, and over their abs. Yeah, sure. With an unexpected twist that will elevate the strengths of the original oeuvre. Technically. Something subtle yet powerful. Something like the rival humans ditching the girl and fucking each other's brains out. I would watch that version of Twilight. Just saying. And I'm sure that does exist in the world of porn. That's probably what the porn version of Twilight is. Yeah, I like that. It's artistic because of reasons.
Touchdown!
And if they're nude, that means more muscles and stuff. I like that. Sure, it sounds a lot like a high form of art and nothing like thirsty fanfic. You're some kind of promoter of the arts. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Alright, we move into week 2.
All right.
Why does the cat person's picture show up? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? We can go to class. We haven't gone to class yet. Look at this. I would die for this little ghost blob or whatever it is. I love him. I love you. It me. Ghost blob with an arm. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Alright. Later in the halls, you run into Polly and Liam, who seem to be talking about some kind of flyer. The flyer is for an upcoming music festival, Howlapalooza. So, we agree on everything for Friday, right? Yeah, pretty much. And Saturday, we should totally go to Messerchup's and imagine a fucking dragon.
So
Sure, those bands are great. And then at 3 a.m., I want to check out that guy in the parking lot who just makes a cacophony for 2 hours. Ghosts are super into cacophonies, but at 3 a.m., I want to go to MC Griffin.
cool.
I mean, it's a friggin' Griffin that raps. It's the hottest shit right now, Liam. You know the hottest shit right now isn't the criteria I use to pick the artists I want to see, right?
Yes.
A Griffin that raps, Liam. There should be a better way to decide this other than repeating our choices in a loud, annoying tone. But I love that loud, annoying tone thing. I know, still. Go ahead, don't be shy. You might have the ultimate trick for how to choose the best schedule for this music festival. Let's see, get into as much ayahuasca as possible until some kind of spirit animal appears and shares its wisdom with you. Don't fight over this. The one who wins will get to see their artist live for an hour or two, but the one who loses will get to bitch about it until the end of time. Ooh, a solution that involves hating stuff in a very public way? Count me in. I mean, you're actually right. I'm already getting to see stuff I enjoy, so getting one hate-watching session would be healthy for my cred. Usually, I can totally shit on stuff without really knowing a lot about it, but actually attending the concert, that's going the extra mile. Huh. So we get to go see MC Griffin? You bet, Paulina. I'm going to practice my eye rolling and my sighing. Oh, sweetheart, you're a dork to the point that you're actually lovable. Oh, classic Liam. You solved the situation with your knowledge of hipster culture. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Alright, not too shabby. I am going for Liam at present, so this is going well.
All right.
Let's see, any different people today or all just different places? Okay, we're gonna come sit over here. You take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there, and if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain, and I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on. Somehow, I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. Ooh. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Or, Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is to teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. Ooh, which one do we go with? I'm gonna go with the first one. Ah, shit. Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is it with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths. Hell yeah, it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Oz, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. And that being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road's sole with sprinkles on top. Yum? Maybe? You don't know. You've never eaten a sole before. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval. I didn't want Vera's approval. I fucked up.
Alright.
Okay. Let's check out the outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You notice Liam and Polly taking a break from the rave. You dance over to join them. Yo, we were just talking about the insane music festival we're going to this weekend. You're going, right? Shit, you forgot to get tickets. They're probably all sold out now, and there's no way you can afford to pay a scalper. Obviously you tell them you're going, though. You've never let the truth get in the way of talking to hotties. Yes, can't wait. All my favorite bands are gonna be there. Boo Radley, Imagine a Fucking Dragon, an actual dead mouse. Personally, I'm most excited about Veggie Scales. Their lead guitarist is a cucumber. It's never been done before. Hello, friends. What are we talking about? Is it a grand ball? Oh, sort of. It's like a grand ball, except everyone is more naked and the dancing is sexier and there are a lot more drugs. What is drugs? You know what? You wouldn't understand. It's a peasant thing. No, wait, this is perfect. If you can convince Liam and Polly to invite Miranda to the music festival, maybe she'll cover your ticket too. The options are, if a party happens in the forest, and there are no party virgins to be bewildered by it, is it really a party? You know, guys, if we bring Miranda, her royal status will give us diplomatic immunity. Going with the first one. Damn it, so charming. Well, neither of us are virgins. Nah, being a virgin is so last century. You know what that means, Liam? That we should hope being a virgin doesn't become cool again, since we'd have to come up with a way to re-virgin ourselves. What? No, it means we're taking Miranda to the festival. Hooray, I'm overjoyed despite still not knowing what it is we're doing. Oh, yes, of course. I can't wait to teach her how to complain about the sound mixing and lineup. And I can't wait to show her the Molly pit. Don't you mean the mosh pit? Aw, Liam, sometimes you're cute. You all ditch the rest of your classes to explain music festivals to Miranda. It takes 8 hours, 12 diagrams, and an elaborate puppet show, but she's finally ready to party. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Week 3.
All right.
We haven't gone to the gym yet. Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You are clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Later, you see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of ennui. And why can I never read that word when I see it? Whatever. You all know what it means. Hey Oz, what are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice? Magnificent. I could use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with a were-koala on this dating site, and all was going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turnoff. Right between sarcasm illiteracy and actually being a pickle and not a person. The postmodern protocol dictates for me to just ghost him and never talk to him again, but that's horrible and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious, yet a true gentleman. M'lady. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis? This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments so he might someday feel like sharing them with you. Let's see, croissant, school bus, shooting star, trumpet, crocodile, or little vampire growing disinterested and overly attached were-koala emoji. No. I thought the second one would maybe insult him. I don't know. Are you implying that I'm a cold school bus that's abandoning its poor croissant? That's your opinion of me? So you think I should be hit by a shooting star for being vocal like a trumpet about my disinterest in him? Aren't I allowed to share my feelings? Don't get me started on the crocodile. I had no idea you had such opinions of me. It hurts my delicate soul. Couldn't you have just told me in a friendlier way? Through emojis, maybe? Bye. No, you just selected 5 random emojis. DM over interpretation, you lose -2 charm and -1 smarts. Shit.
All right.
When you reach Liam and Damien's table, you find it absent of food but covered in paperwork. Oh, like Damien's outfit. Do we really need all these special forms? Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien. Substantive change within an administrative system requires mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. Can't talk today. Bureaucracy. ... What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Liam turns to address you. As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so fucking boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I, too, desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic. A white plate with a single sprig of parsley in the center, the essence of minimalism. Or a bowl of knives, the essence of knives. Now that's interesting. Knives seems a bit didactic. Hold on, drink down. We'll see how didactic it is when I'm stabbing faces with a bowl full of knives. You don't know what didactic means, do you?
Rad!
No, but I do know how funny it'll be to watch a bunch of nerds try and finish a knife bowl. Damien's application to add knives to the menu is a success. He starts holding daily knife-eating contests. There are no winners except Damien, who thinks it's hilarious. And you, who came up with this. I'm fucking this up! I'm fucking this up! No, guys, no.
All right.
We haven't checked out the bathroom. Look at that with the little comb. Oh no, I love them. I love them. Ugh. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on Instagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos, Infinite Top. It's also probably why I only have 6 Instagram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular again? Well, he's been alive for, like, centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Instagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so he can give it a total makeover. But what to do? Let's see. Use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes. Pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam on Instagram. Ah, yes. Solving problems with money is my family specialty. Unfortunately, Father canceled my royal credit cards after I had all those land ponies shipped to our underwater castle and they drowned. But I'm sure you have enough money to accomplish this feat. You totally don't. You decide to cut costs by hiring goats instead of people. But goats don't have thumbs or smartphones. So instead of having them follow him on Instagram, you just have them follow him in real life. Ah, where did all these goats come from? Get them away from me. They ate my cashmere phone cozy. This is madness. Exit Liam, pursued by goats. This was a terrible idea, and also goats are still pretty expensive. You lose -2 creativity, and -1 money. I'm fucking this up so hard. I'm bad at dating games. This is why I don't generally play them.
Alright.
I mean, it's funny, but... So, is it showing the cat person as if that's my best hope right now? I don't want to pursue the cat person, but we're gonna go to the gym.
What's up?
Oh, I can buy stuff? Oh, shit, I've been avoiding the cat person. I could be buying stuff from them. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments, so take a look. Oh, shit, okay. A tampon used by the former prom queen. You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions. Don't even dare ask me how I got this. Some impractical, yet kind of funny glasses. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. I'm too poor for this stuff. A penguin mask, a bag of regular cocaine, motivational poster crafting. Your art requires years of hard work, education, from great mentors, and tons of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting. So let's settle for a motivational poster for now. A fake badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. I mean, it doesn't have flames and a skull. It has a snake and a knife, but with this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison. Street cred plus 9,000. Let's see. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. A corpse. A gift that keeps on giving. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs given. A blanket with 2 holes. White blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. A sexy, even fake Latin accent. Why? The hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is close to speech. A PR agent. High school social... I don't know what I should buy. I'm gonna go with the Latin accent.
Thank you.
You know what? All profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet. Okay, so that's what the cat person shows up for. But shopping takes up an entire segment of your day.
All right.
You find Liam taking a picture of his food and Scott taking a picture of also Liam's food. Huh. Yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore. Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go. Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pocketmans have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43 Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is, his presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Spoiling it? But pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pick. You take that back. Uh-oh. Tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Let's see. Well, we're obviously not going to go Scott's right. Scott, look over there. There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. Stuart Hogarth, the strongest accountant-type Pokemon in the game? What does it even mean to be a strong accountant? Is he, like, really good at math? No, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant. I've got to get him. Scott bounds across the cafeteria and practically dives into Gary Gremlin's mashed potatoes, looking for a Pokemon to capture. Do you think he actually knows how to play Pokemon's Go, or do you think he just likes diving into people's food? The two of you debate the question while you help Liam line up the perfect food pick. Later, he lines up some very hot pics of you.
All right.
Let's go outdoors again. Everything is fine until Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, asks you what you think what you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Masaka. Juan looks at you, and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Masaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps and joining the Groovy Masaka, all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun, and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? The delicious new flavor of Fangol's potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside of a cardboard tube. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no, all those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but if someone were to suggest one... Let's do... Blog post? Nope. That's a great idea. I'll do it right now. Wait, Scott, I think he meant I should... But it's too late. Scott has already snatched Liam's laptop and started typing. Grr, mean words, mean blog post, grr. That's not even writing words. He's just punching and slapping the keyboard. That's how you know the words are mean, because they're made with punching. Before Liam can get his computer back, Scott has already posted his masterpiece, which begins with the immortal line... Fangles is strangely unmoved by this heartfelt essay, and Liam's computer is a smoldering ruin. You lose -2 smarts and -1 money in order to repair Liam's computer. Oops. I'm not doing good at this. This is reflecting on real life.
All right.
let's go to the auditorium.
What's up?
I can buy a gift.
No refunds.
It's a sexy sweater. It itches as fuck, but form over function, bitch. Suck my jingle bells. Okay.
All right.
Oh, who's that? That's a new person. The hunter is here. Let's... The table you chose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by two well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda? You have servants to chew your food for you? What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants to eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any? First of all, no, I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving? Why should I be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay fit and healthy.
Enough.
Ugh, I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. But Miranda, look at the contented smile on that servant's face. You think he's eating for you, but secretly he's eating for himself. No, it can't be. Gordo, say it isn't true. But Gordo can't say anything because his mouth is full of delicious Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak, which he is obviously eating entirely for his own benefit. Treacherous dog. Do you want me to starve to death? Is that your plan? I think maybe he was just taking advantage of the fact that you don't understand how food works. Taking advantage of me? Scoundrel. Burpee, eat Gordo for me at once. The two serfs look at each other and then stuff as much food as they can into their mouths before fleeing the cafeteria. Alas, how will I ever get my recommended daily allowance of nutrients now? You could try eating myself, but how? You and Liam have a ton of fun laughing at Miranda as she learns how to eat food for apparently the first time in her life.
All right.
Let's go to the library. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster Magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See, even Oz, a sensible monster with a good head on his shoulders, and at least some plus smarts, is reading Monster Magazine. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Oz, ever since our major success with the Fengel's goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines. No, Scott, as you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the werewolf prince bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, but I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover, or lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine and hold the editor-in-chief captive, and while he promises to stop exclusively... Let's do the first one. With a brilliant idea, 3-winged chupacabras are definitely an underserved population. I played sports game up against someone exactly like that, and he's always wanted to be a model, but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now he can. You can, and you do. You do all the pictures, and make a mock-up of your own Monster Magazine. It goes hella viral, and before long it's becoming more celebrated than the actual Monster Magazine. Pretty soon after, you get a letter from the editor-in-chief officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority and relinquishing his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet, now you have a magazine, which instantly brings you +3 money. Hey, I know you. we're about to move on to your next misadventure, but I just wanted to say really quickly, as pretty much the only girls in the high school shaped differently than the rest of our classmates, it was really nice to see a three-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know? Aw, that was actually really sweet. The Coven is so much cooler than when they're not babbling on and on about what end-of-the-world bullshit and expecting your help with it. Okay, so that's the Coven. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates when they're complimenting you instead. We're inching close to the end.
All right.
Let's go to where the cat is.
Show me that money.
Now that I have a little money. We're gonna go with this. Do we go with this or do we do it with the creativity? Okay, whoever is in chat right now, do we go with the Bob Ross poster or the Russian novel? Chime in chat. I'm gonna get a drink while we make a decision. You're going Bob Ross? Okay, we're gonna go Bob Ross.
Later, Gator.
Purchased a motivational poster, and remember the first rule of Shop Club: no refunds. Noon.
All right.
You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale. The what? The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I could tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and it displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy so it is truly popped with my #massacre Instagram filter. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment, and so I'm writing a scathing Yelp review. Liam, you can't do that. If they shut down the cafeteria, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. Yeah, store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out. Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth. No, you're the merchant of poop. Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Oz. His taste may tend toward the mainstream, but surely he can see this subpar cafeteria must be exposed. Don't be ridiculous. Oz is surely more compassionate than that, and would gladly help me save the cafeteria again. Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Let's see, the options are, Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people we pay to write positive Yelp reviews for the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria, at least not with the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer-worthy expose to be published in the most widely... Okay, so obviously, we're trying to get Liam, so we're going to go with Liam on this. Excellent idea. I'm an incredible, intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humanity, more than enough to admit when a professional's help may be of use to me. You think you have the most humanity? You shall never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I am the humblest person ever to live. Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible, genius plan. You're super humble, too. You use your magnificent calligraphy skills you picked up in your elective class in calligraphy and murder to write 5 letters chock full of #aesthetic. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack, how was it breathing in there, and gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that dove will be able to read the addresses to deliver the letters, or the fact that the addresses he wrote down were just their emails? Regardless, it seems to have worked because within a minute of the dove's release, you receive your first reply on your phones. Ah, I knew the exquisite Jacques Aznavour would have enthusiasm for our plight, thus his immediate response. Dear Liam, I received your message. Though the calligraphy is quite impressive, I'm afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review on that cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know how you got a dove to find out where I live based on my email address, but stop contacting me. Most lovingly yours, great and humblest food critic, Jacques Aznavour. Oh, Oz, nobody understands the severity of the creme brulee transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, you have each other. You're for prom? Hopefully. At the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow that dove sometime to send anthrax to your enemies. Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
All right.
We haven't gone to the auditorium in a while. Let's go there. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. I feel called out. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. I also feel seen by that. Quite the feat, you gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this turn. Okay, so in the multiplayer part, yeah, there are things that you can do with the other players like this, but we don't have other players. You look over your shoulder to realize Liam has been staring at you for probably the last 45 minutes. He's so silent. Hey. Oh, look at that costume. I was just wondering if you would like to, perhaps, sit next to me in a large, darkened room while silently passing judgment on a popular film? And afterwards, we could adjourn, possibly to an eating establishment, where I can watch and take artistic photos as you consume calories. Well, of course you would. You'd absolutely love to. Oh boy, are you two going on a date? Oh, Jesus Christ. What? No? What are you even doing here? Eavesdropping? But what do you mean it isn't a date? Aren't you asking Oz out to dinner and a movie? I'm not asking out anyone, and it is not a date. Dating is a cheesy, cliched artifact of heteronormative monoculture. Well, if it's not a date, what is it? Damn, coach, if you can't convince Liam this isn't a date, he may not go out with me at all. You think fast and sell them. It's performance art. Liam forgot to tell you we'll be wearing duck costumes the whole time. That's not creative? Come on, that's as creative as it gets. God damn it. I'm terrible at this. Duck costumes. That's quite a commitment. You know what they say, the most intimate thing 2 monsters can do is dress up as ducks together. For once, coach, we are on the same page. Wait, they are? I'm sorry, friend, but I'm just not ready to take a relationship into the mutual duck suit level. I just wanted to critique some pop culture, take some food pics, and engage in some light sexual behavior. I wasn't even comfortable calling it a date, much less a duck suit outing. Motherfucker! Liam vanishes in a cloud of commitment-phobic beats. Coach tries to comfort you, but it's no use. You'll never get back your deposit on those matching duxedos. You lose -2 money and -1 charm. Fuck. Monster Prom draws near. Well, I'm gonna ask Liam even though I just fucking fucked that up.
Hey.
Ask Liam to the prom? Yes.
All right.
Oh, the heartbeat in my ears. Oh, I'm wearing my headphones for this. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You and me? Psh. I'm not attracted to you in that way. Actually, I think the only way I'm attracted to you is through your tiny gravitational force that your body has as a solid mass. That's something, right?
Well,
What a loser. After that, you were forced to abandon your home and join the underground society of sad people who couldn't get a date for Monster Prom, which is a fancy way of saying you had to live the rest of your life in the fucking sewers. Gross. Well, this run, I got no secret endings. I got 15 new events, 15 new outcomes. There are over 1,514 outcomes and over 30 endings. Are you insane? Okay, we might have to play this more in the future. Like, so we're gonna jump into Monster Camp now that we did the first run of this, and then, like I said, depending on how Monster Camps go, maybe we'll cycle around, because there are a lot of variants to these games. So, Oz most likely to be Razgard, the space goddess of illusion in disguise, and Liam, Titus Manbun. Oh my god, guys, I fucked that up. I didn't even get a date to prom in a game about prom. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam and Scott co-wrote a weird, cheesy fanfic of Two Lights that became unexpectedly popular to the point it turned into a well-known novel of its own. Half the characters are shirtless, for all the right reasons. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by their mer kingdom. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in their way in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Well, guys. Okay, well. Let's see. Unlocked. You've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. I also unlocked 8 new images in the gallery. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna take like a quick, super short break between games so I can switch over. And you know, it's funny. I haven't heard the three-headed dogs yet today. So yeah, super quick break just to switch over games, and then we'll be right back. I'm also gonna do a quick ad run on the break, so you won't miss anything. So grab a drink, grab a snack. I'm gonna drop some stuff into chat. We're putting up polls for a Spoopy game stream that was unlocked via community goals recently. You can submit recommendations for Spoopy games at that link on Twitter if you don't follow me on Twitter. And also, April, who's in chat, has recently opened a nonprofit, and that is a link to look into her nonprofit. I am not sponsored or paid or whatever to bump that. I just believe in the organization and her, so I would like for you to signal boost that or donate if you can. Every little bit counts and helps, and I'm sure she appreciates all of it. That being said, I'm gonna go on the hold screen, run an ad, and we'll be right back. For Monster Camp. Alright, and we're back. Oh, let's see, what is all this? In Monster Prom, you probably fell in love with one or more of our 8 romance options. I didn't even see this purple person or this computer dude. That might have been in the DLC that we didn't play. Okay, how Monster Prom's sequel works. We're working on different games with different sizes and mechanics. Each one focus on 2 of our 8 ROs. So Monster Camp. Oh, they have like a whole series that they're working on. That's cool. So Monster Camp focuses on loads of new characters. Oh, okay, interesting. Interesting. Upcoming features. Monster Camp has some new features and fixes coming soon, but now have almost all mechanics. But what's coming in the next update? More voices, improved love log mechanic, general bug fixing, drinks. Cool, okay. Oh, and they're working on Japanese translation. Settings. Please turn down that volume a little bit. Okay. Customize game. Is that like for modding, I guess? Probably shouldn't have clicked on that. Oh, okay. So, let's see. What does it say here? Because this wasn't in the last one. Filters events including the mention of drugs. Trigger warning filters do not affect text that are not events or secret endings or plot lines. Toilet humor. Filters events that go a bit too hard on bodily fluid. Too graphic. Filters events that are written depictions of sex and or violence that some may find too graphic. To be clear, the game has tons of both, but these are the ones that we think are too much for some people. Horrible people. Filters events with people who may behave in ways that are especially despicable, hateful, or with no boundaries. These stances are always with characters clearly depicted as the villains, where the player is depicted as clearly acting wrongly in a failure outcome. And then references to the first game you can turn off. Wait, Damien B costume, super sexy or sex? Let's go super sexy, right? Because we don't know what it is yet. But Damien in a bee costume, there's options. Default outfits, classic monsters. Okay, yeah. So because I bought them in the pack, it came with the 2 DLC outfits for classic monsters and fantasy. I have not looked at them, so I don't know what they look like. We're gonna leave everything on because I mean, if it's anything like the first game, I mean, like obviously the strong language, and it's not a game for little kids, but it's a game about getting laid. So I would hope little kids aren't playing this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start. I like this art. This is really nice. Yes, we're gonna leave on the voice effects. I don't know who's in the cast of this one. I don't know if it's any of the recurring actors or if it's all new people. No idea. And we're gonna do full game again, which is about an hour. And that was accurate. It took us about an hour to do the full game. The way we played it anyways. Okay. Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then, we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Okay, so we got the same player options. Oh, I just love the little blob ghosty things. Look at them, they're so cute. Yes, we're gonna pick the same character because I just love him. I love his design. I mean, they're all great, but I love this because it's kind of like, I don't know if he's a ghost or like a phantom or I don't know what he is, but. And we're gonna keep the same name and the same pronouns. Okay.
All right.
Oh, and we get to pack our bag. So let's see what we got. A BFF bracelet kit. So gotta make some good old lanyards. North-facing moss. That's interesting. And a map, I assume. Competitive tarot, so a card game. The smallest violin. Canned brains, an Iron Maiden sleeping bag, swole floaties. Oh my god, April, we need to get you these in real life. I'm sure they're not made anywheres, but April, you need these in real life. They're like the SpongeBob muscle arms. Oh man. Marshmallows. Bony. They're bone shaped. That's cute. And then a coloring Hawaiian shirt, which I love in real life. I would love... Oh, God, I would love this. Like, if this is a real product somewheres, if somebody bought that for me, that would be amazing. I have a small collection of Hawaiian shirts, and I know that sounds, like, really weird, like... But I love tiki pop culture, so Hawaiian shirts, like, I'm super picky about them. I don't just buy any. But, oh, that's great. Okay, we can pick 3 things. So I'm going to pick the tarot game. I'm going to pick the lanyard. And do I pick the map or do I pick... Oh man, I love the stupid shirt because I think it's creative, right? So we're going to pick the shirt. One might say that Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and the lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners, and summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads. Oh. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 5 weeks away. Okay, so this time we're going to watch a meteor shower. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. God, I'm going to end up alone again. Everything seemed uncertain. Everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Okay, one of the coven, the witch. Joy Johnson Johima. I don't know how to say it. Jojima? I guess. Jojima. Johnson Jojima. 23, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Okay. Aravi Mishra, 22, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. The curse is really cute. I like that it's like a little mask eating potato chips. Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to the fullest. Dahlia Aquino, 20, a buff blue demon and a warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LeVay is back, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Oh, and Milo Belladonna, 23, a Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who is profoundly in love with life and all of its earthly pleasures. A Death Reaper. Oh, I love it. I love this design. Are we gonna go with another fucking like wannabe influencer? I mean, I like the witch. I like the blue Oni girl, and I like Milo. Or Milo. I don't know. Shit. Oh. I don't know who I want to pick. I mean, I like all of them. I guess it doesn't matter, because we'll play through multiple times. The bus trip was long, and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. And so it was clear. It all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Oh, okay, so this time we got a little icebreaker thing. Time to break the ice. Besides finding love, what's your main goal at summer camp? To level up as a person, to be the very best at survival, to improve my understanding of living things, to be left alone just for once, to strengthen my relationship with Marscapone, or to earn all the Monster Scout badges. Yeah, there's some cute character designs. I really do. I mean, they're all good. They're all great designs. Damn, what do I pick? Oh, I hear a rustling. Damn, what do I pick? So, if you weren't here last chat, our first emoji is officially live. It is hard to see. I'm gonna try and probably edit it some, but it is a barking three-headed dog because of the three-headed dog that likes to bark during stream in the background, as you can hear. Bark, bark, bark. I'm probably gonna edit it because it's a little dark, so it's hard to see. Probably make it more contrasty. Oh, I don't know what to pick. There's so many things. Let's do level up as a person. Oh, damn it. Wasn't one of the top ones I was gonna go for. You too, Hans. That's stats. What stats are you hoping to level up this summer? I'd like to increase my intuitive listening stats, my emotional HP, and my armored defense against rabid beavers. Also my height, if that's even possible. It'd be nice to be able to reach the top of most shoe closets. I'm only concerned with two stats. The total hours I've spent watching Cake Boss and the amount of friends I have to watch Cake Boss with me. On that note, Oz, you gonna watch Cake Boss with us the rest of the way to camp? We only have 5 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh, you can hit the, where it has the chat things, like if you hit the smiley face, that's where all the emotes are. So when you scroll in there, it'll show you, like, any channel you're subscribed to, it'll show you which emotes you have unlocked for them. So, like, since you're a sub to me, right now you only have the one because I don't have tiered emotes yet. But yeah, you just hit that little smiley face on the right side of the chat bar, and it'll show you all the emotes you have for every channel. So I think, like, on the top it'll show you, like, your frequently used, and then below that, because you're on here, it probably will show you mine. And then when you scroll down, it'll show you any other channels you have emotes for. And you can use that emote anywhere on Twitch, so it's the same with any other channel you sub to. Once you unlock emotes, you have them anywhere you want to use them. It sucks because so affiliates don't get, and I understand why from a tech standpoint, but affiliates on Twitch do not have the ability to customize what's called their prefix. So it's a text command to type out emojis, and if you're a partner, you can make it whatever you want. But if you're an affiliate, they assign you a prefix, and my prefix is kind of crap because they took just enough of my name and then stuck a number on it, so it reads as Hold Fate and then Bork, because it's Hold and then TH and then the number 8 and then whatever word I assign to the emoji. So I can't change that, sadly. That's not my choice. That's assigned by Twitch. But yeah, you can just use the button. Okay, so we have options. We're at week 1, and let's see, our stats this time are Smarts 3, Boldness 3, Creativity 6, Charm 7, and Fun 5. And we've got some people drowning in the pond or the lake. We have some woods to go hiking in. There's a headquarters. There's a manor. A little person being chased by a ghost. Okay, I guess this is just like the default middle. Let's go into the woods first. Look at our little friends. Oh, he's thinking. I love them. I love them so much. While you are hiking through the woods, you find a little clearing with a beautiful blue pond. There's a very handsome man staring deeply into the pond. He's talking to his reflection like it's another person. A person he really wants to fuck. You swipe his wallet while he's not looking and find out his name is Narcissus. He is not an organ donor, asshole, and he's one punch away from getting a free smart water at 7-Eleven. Well, he's definitely not going to be using that anytime soon. You head to that gas station and gain +2 smarts from your smart water. Hey, alright. After surviving that, yeah, I mean, to be fair. After surviving that, you meet up with Aravi to check out a new dungeon she's been telling you about. A 3-hour hike and several side quests later, you're finally there, but something seems a little off. What the hell? All the loot's been hung on clothes hangers and arranged in shops? And where's my hype battle music? This is just bloodless covers of 90s soft rock hits. A troll leaps out from behind a large fake fern. Prepare for a random encounter, he cries. Now that's more like it, let's go. With flavor, he continues, displaying a tray of piping hot cinnamon pretzel bites. Try Pretzel Prison, located on floor B2. Come on, this is dumber than specking into defense for a solo DPS build. I don't know, Ravi. These pretzel bites are pretty dope. I say we hear them out. Can I date the curse? Because I like the curse. The pretzel bites aren't saying anything. If they were, at least, they would be interesting. Ugh, who ruined this dungeon? Oh shit. I think you mean who significantly increased the property value of this dungeon, my little money bundle. The name's Mr. Pappas, CEO. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm the one responsible for turning this literal hole in the ground into a prime investment opportunity. Dungeons are terrible businesses. They don't charge admission, they carry enormous legal liability, and adventurers are always carting off the merchandise for free. This poor guy holding up his boss on a chair. Come on. Ugh, whatever. The only business that belongs in a dungeon is the none of yours kind. Come on, Hex, let's go back to camp. Don't you mean let's go back to mall? That's right, I've purchased Camp Spooky and I'm turning it into another shopping mall. Oh god. After all, the employees at this shopping mall need somewhere to shop, don't you agree? You villain. I'll show you how a real adventurer shops by stabbing you and then taking your organs, because that's how I get most of my loot. You fool, you think mortal weapons can harm me? I have 6 guys on retainer whose job it is to get stabbed on my behalf. You'll have to do better than that. Damn, he's right. I can't beat him alone. I need to form some kind of anti-capitalist adventuring party. But Aravi's got no idea where to start, and Hex is too busy watching reruns of Wife Swap to contribute. Boy, what is reading? It's up to you to suggest the perfect team up. Okay, let's see. We got our first option. Small business owners hate big business. Gather local entrepreneurs to farm a small business mecca. Seek out the powerful and secretive order of e-commerce. It is said that no shopping mall can stand against them. The order of e-commerce? And they're nothing but a myth. Everyone knows e-commerce is totally disordered. No, they're completely real. I saw it on an episode of WoW. Real conspiracies. 3-headed dog. Are we serious right now? Lord. I just have no idea how to actually contact them. Oh, that's easy. You ask Aravi if she's ever read to the end of an e-newsletter. What? No. Are you crazy? Those things are so long and boring, only a fool would dare to read them. Oh my god, I can't believe we're really? That's what they want you to think. You tell her. You whip out your phone and show her the latest email from the Business Networking for Restaurant Supply Enthusiast mailing list. No, I can't. I won't. Fine, I'll do it. I watched all of the Real Houseplant dying on Beverly Hills. This can't be any worse than that. Wait, unholy shit. Halfway through, it stops being a networking email and turns into a weird secret society induction email. It's even got an address. Let's go. One long flight to West Internet, Pennsylvania later. Holy shit, man, this is starting off heavy. Oh my god, I want a dog, seriously, really? Alright, we're here in this dank warehouse, just like the email said, and I don't see any e-commerce. Are you sure we're... Welcome, mortals. Oh, says a voice from the darkness, to the House of E-commerce. Forgive the darkness, we stopped using lights to cut electricity costs. It's cheaper to let our warehouse employees bump into walls every now and then. Oh, great scions of online retail. We come to ask... Yes, we know all about you, Aravi. We have access to your entire search history. We'll happily dispose of that troublesome CEO for you. All you have to do is sign the terms and conditions. That's it. Well, I sign shit without looking at it all the time. Sweet deal. Why am I so cursed all the time, Hex? Help me, Hex. A demon stole my blood again, and it's totally not my fault. Girl, you're hopeless. Whatever. It totally works. The Lords of E-commerce destroy the CEO's vile business with 2 precision-targeted ads. One for a signed poster from Space Jam, and another for some limited edition Danny DeVito underwear. Little did Aravi know that the contract she signed would be the start of her greatest adventure yet, but that's a story for another video game. In this one, you gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity. Alright, that was a lot.
Alright.
Let's head to the lake. That day, you decide to go scuba diving and find a treasure chest at the bottom of the lake. Whoa! Look at our... I love these! I love these! You pick the lock, which is quite impressive if you keep in mind that you're still underwater. Inside, you find over 1,000 fun. Unfortunately, your wetsuit doesn't have pockets, so you can only go back to shore with only +2 fun. When you go back, fish have eaten the rest. They're having a rave right now. Fucking fish. Afterward, you're very busy making a friendship bracelet, but spooky, when you see Aravi Power walking through your location with a look of fierce determination in her eyes. Okay, I slew the dragon of Danger Mountain, found the incredibly rare ruby that somehow grows inside a tree, but only during the eclipse, and only if you've leveled up. I tripled the jackalope and got the mouse's glasses back, or tripped the jackalope and got the mouse's glasses back, so I could trade him the seed for the bead and put it in the altar under the well after I drained it using the turtle. And I cleaned the Aegean stables and picked up Wizard Fart's dry cleaning. What's next? Huh, sounds like Aravi's having quite the day. You ask her what she's doing, why she's doing all these random tasks. Ugh, don't get me started. She's doing side quests, helping everyone fight their enemies or find rare items, but she can't take 5 minutes to find me a pizza for my side quests. I already told you ordering a pizza isn't a quest. With a high enough XP reward, we'll do that after I do one last real side quest for the day. Want to come along and help out Oz? 2 heads are better than 1. Hey, I thought I was your second head. I'm even keeping track of everything like you asked. Oh, great. Let's see what I have left to. Robert the Robber should date Thomas the Raccoon Landlord. Hex, these are just shipping charts between all my side quest prospects. What's your point? My point is a list of who should fight and who should fuck in a flowchart of love triangles does nothing for me in terms of figuring out my next move. Well, all these side quests do nothing for me in terms of finding me a pizza. Look, if I have to power through all these side quests, may I add some drama through my shipping flowchart so it plays like some sort of telenovela in my mind. Luckily for Ravi, evaluating bonkers courses of action based on the stats they'll give you is practically the only thing you do. Looking at Hex's notes, it's immediately clear which side quest will unlock the ultimate goal, making a Ravi smile. Let's see, the options are helping the local mayor to open a TikTok account so he can bond with his teenage son, or collecting 10 turnips for the town's guard, who's totally not using them to pleasure himself. I'm in. The scandal of it all is real, plus it's important not to kink shame. That's true. That also doesn't mean you need to become a participant in that person's kink. And what if he gets off to the delivery of the turnips itself? But on the other hand, do I need the XP and loot? And with this gig economy, individual quests is the most accessible way to get them. Sure, adventuring for a major corporation might come with health insurance and a job stability, but there are a lot of pitfalls there as well, sometimes into actual pits. Plus, I like being my own boss and murdering on my own schedule. So, are we getting the jerk-off turnips or nah? The answer is not nah, because next thing you know, you're fighting goblins and trading instruments to acquire a large mass of turnips, which you then deliver to the guard. Alright, here are your turnips that I'm hoping are against all odds are for stew. Reward, please. Oh yeah, says the guard. I don't have it on me, but come back tomorrow and I'll give you the loot. Aravi looks displeased, but you head back to the inn where a gruff but friendly barkeep regales you with tales of the past until you turn in for the night. This took longer than expected, but at least we got to hear about the barkeeper's life as an adventurer before he took an arrow to the knee. Let's get my loot. You return to the guard, who smilingly hands you a large burlap sack. Here's your reward. Aravi opens it. Wait, these are just the turnips we brought you yesterday. No, says the guards. These are used turnips. He bolts before Aravi can get her hands on him, which is lucky for him because boy, does she look mad. I am mad, and not just at this misleading fetishy guard, but at you, Oz, for suggesting this horribly, mentally scarring quest in the first place. You'd be happy to take a literal tongue lashing from Aravi, but the metaphorical one that ensues is so scathing that you lose -2 fun and -1 smarts. Am I, like, stuck trying to date her because of my opening quiz, or do I have choices?
They're safe.
Oh, I can... Okay, I have choices now. There's a Mothman! Do I buy stuff from Mothman? I don't know, but I want to go sit next to the Reaper. You find Milo and Calculaster drinking enough wine to bleed France dry, which is odd because, you know, Calculaster doesn't have a mouth. I have to say, I think that the natural crispness of the Pinot Grigio pairs nicely with the gooey processed sweetness of the toasted marshmallow. Yet the Syrah's smoky undertones are undoubtedly the perfect complement to a burnt weenie. What are your thoughts, Calculaster, darling? I think that a nice box of red wine is exactly what I need to relax after an exhausting PTA meeting and a thoroughly unsatisfying lovemaking session with my husband, Greg. What on earth are you talking about? Oh, sorry. Was my meaning not clear enough? Perhaps this minion meme will suffice to explain my thoughts. Look, here it says, I whine because my kids whine, with a, what a clever little pun. Where are you getting your sommelier information from? I don't think it's a terribly credible source. Sigh. I fear you are right, friend Milo, but I have no taste buds, and so I have resorted to Google searching I love wine in order to formulate my critique. But I dearly wish to participate somehow. It seems that the bitter tastes of wine and divorce are integral to the organic experience. How can I be part of it? What a fascinating aesthetic question. Truly, how can a wholesome computer enjoy a wine tasting? Wine tasting isn't about taste, it's about the drama. How does the wine make you reflect on the fleeting, flavorful joys of life? A brilliant point, Oz. It's true, wine is the backdrop for so many beautiful life events, and life-ending events. I've witnessed countless lovers confessing their feelings over Madoc. I don't know how to say these wine names, my dudes. I don't drink wine. Friends toasting their good fortunes with a nice pre-dinner Riesling, and so many unforgettable kings poisoned with a bit of belladonna slipped into their port. Such a flair for the dramatic. Yes, Calculaster darling, this is the heart of the matter. It is not about the wine's flavor, it is about the feelings it makes you feel. Like inspired or poisoned. Okay, I feel confused. Good. Here, this Merlot is an old favorite of mine. It pairs perfectly with perplexity. Okay, I think I understand, or rather, I don't understand, but perhaps that is the objective. Quite right, darling, and for you, Oz, I have a delightful Prosecco. It's bubbly and perceptive, just like you. Milo winks at you. You hope it's flirtatious, and not just because they poisoned your wine. Guess you'll find out in a few minutes.
Where to go?
Let's go to the manor. That day in the haunted manor, you accidentally stumble upon a cult meeting in the hallway. The cultists are wearing terrifying black robes, standing over a bloodied body and chanting. You try to flee, but one of them shoves a flyer in your hand. The ink burns your eyes to read, but you manage to find the words, "New recruits get healthcare benefits with same-day sign-up." What? Sold. You gain a bunch of new cultist buddies, and your new insurance covers spontaneous +2 boldness growths. Cool. You follow the unmistakable scent of adventure into a dimly lit corner of the mansion and discover... I'm just saying, speaking from experience, that it's bad form to slaughter a demon without first giving him a chance to change his ways, join your team, or become a hot demon lover. And I'm just saying that you don't collect XP for talking your way out of combat encounters. Oh, I've gotten all kinds of experiences from talking my way out of combat encounters, if you catch my meaning. Like what? More boring conversations to skip through? How do you skip through a conversation? I find if you punch someone in the neck while they're talking, they usually stop and we can skip to fighting. It's a great speedrunning strat. Look, I respect your approach to adventuring and fearless way you interact with cursed artifacts. Sup. But it takes more than unbridled violence to be a true protagonist. And I respect you both as a strong independent woman with a wicked fashion sense and someone who's managed to make an all-caster party work without a tank. But you wouldn't last 10 seconds against the types of demons I fight. Oh, I wouldn't, would I? Sounds like the only way to settle this argument is by putting our claims to the test. I'll summon a demon, and we'll both fight it, and we'll see whose strategy is superior. Hold on to your wand there, Sabrina. If you're the one summoning the demon, what's to stop you from summoning one that's more vulnerable to your approach? Ooh, I can summon a demon, Aravi. All I need is like 2 of your vertebrae, 3 tops. How about we find someone else? Fine. We'll have an impartial third party summon a demon. We can both fight. An impartial third party like you, Oz. You know how to draw a summoning sigil, right? It's first year material at Spooky High, so only a huge idiot wouldn't be able to. Crap. You spent most of that class drawing porn in your notebook instead of drawing sigils, so it looks like it's time to bullshit, but like, how hard can it really be, right? Let's see, sigils are basically drawings, right? So just draw a demon. You're great at drawing hot demons. Draw every sigil you know, a smiley face, the Batman logo, and the tiny dude from the walk symbol on traffic lights. You borrow Joy's summoning chalk and sketch the mystic symbols on the wooden floor. What are you... Oz, is that supposed to be a summoning signal or wingdings? Shh. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah. Some demons are really into weird shit. Like I used to let myself get summoned from a bag of Doritos and a picture of Mark Wahlberg. Hold on. You're a demon? No. Are you sure? Shh, something's happening. Sure enough, a thick green smoke has billowed up from the floor and filled the room. When it clears, you see before you... a copyright lawsuit from DC Comics. What the hell is this? I can't stab this. And I can't seduce it or convince it to forsake its evil ways. Well, screw this then. You guys want to go get milkshakes? Now's not the time for milkshakes, Hex. It almost never is. You can pretend the milkshake is a demon you're slaying. Let's kill some milkshakes! Sure, I'm not interested in hanging out and battling a lawsuit anyways. Have fun, Oz. You don't have any fun at all, especially when the DC lawsuit is joined by a lawsuit from Kurt Face, inventor of the smiley face. At least you didn't get sued by traffic lights. Their lawyers are savages. Even so, you lose -2 fun and -1 smarts. We are actually doing worse this round than we were in the last round.
Sure thing.
Camp Dome. Oh, hell yeah. Look at his little megaphone. I love them. That day at the Camp Dome, you play hacky sack. It's all fun and games, literally, until the hacky sack falls, and against all your knowledge of hacky sack's supposed composition, it breaks upon hitting the floor. What the fuck? The good news is, inside of it, there's +2 charm. You call dibs. After that, you head to the lake with Hex and Aravi. Aravi's testing out her new Zora armor, and you're helping Hex chug as much lake water as possible.
Such big stats.
This is so awesome, you guys. I can breathe underwater and do a whirlpool attack. Gods, I'm so glad I spent 200 million rupees on these greaves.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, my mouth was full of lake water. I was trying to say, fuck yeah, this is fun as shit. Lake time with Oz is fucking classic vibes. Suddenly, y'all hear a weird voice calling out to you from across the lake. Hail, adventurers, heed my message. You look over and see a messenger emerging from the trees. He's holding a leather scroll and he looks super stressed out. Huh, That messenger looks familiar. I swear I recognize him. Maybe someone I cursed in the past? Adventurer Avi, Adventurer Hex, Adventurer Oz. I have searched for many moons to deliver. Yeah. You've got an important message for us, life or death, blah, blah, blah. We know the deal. Give me the scroll, noob. The messenger gives Aravi the scroll, but right afterwards he collapses onto the ground. He appears to be dead. Should have a stamina potion, am I right? Anyway, looks like the scroll says, venture to the northern wood. Bring this scroll. The ring of sustenance awaits you.
Adventure awaits.
You guys, this scroll has main quest energy. It's kind of weird, but I bet this is an invitation to a dope-ass dungeon. Ooh, I can smell the loot already. Holy shit. Hold everything. I just realized why I recognize this messenger. He's an actor. I saw him on TV in a commercial for that new bagel place that's opening up around here. Then, if he's an actor, that can only mean the Ring of Sustenance is the new bagel store. Aravi, that scroll is a dope-ass guerrilla marketing advertisement. Yes! Ugh, no. It's definitely a dungeon invite. Not everything is about bagels, Hex, and the Ring of Sustenance is a super dumb name for a bagel store. Psh, not everything is about motherfucking dungeons, little Miss Dungeon-liker. You know that, Hex. I do like dungeons, and I'm not ashamed of it, you green fart cloud. Huff my shorts, you loser-ass, tsundere-ass, RPG-ass, nasty-smelling-ass, full inventory-ass, Koopa-Troopa-looking-ass bitch. Oh, hell yeah. You've been waiting for Hex and Aravi to have an argument so you could support one of them in a heroic gesture of romantic friendship. Pick a side. We're going with Hex. Hex is right. I just found that messenger IMDb page. His name is Todd Zombiehead, and he's defo an actor. Huh? Seriously? Let me see that. Oh my fucking god. Clutch Googling Oz. See, Aravi? This guy's gotta be an actor. Everyone knows it's impossible to fake an IMDb page. Here's some Twitch trivia. Did you guys know that I have an IMDb page? I won't tell you where it is, but it exists. It's not hard to find. Wait a minute. Read the page. Apparently, Todd Zombiehead has only played corpses. Look, he played Dead Suspect on Miami Vice, and then he was Murder Victim number 4 on Scrubs. Whoa, this guy was Handsome Corpse from Season 3 of Gossip Girl. Damn, that's whack as hell. Now that I think about it, he's also playing a corpse in this bagel commercial. Extremely suspicious. Okay, so, is he an actor that's really good at playing corpses, or is he a zombie who somehow has an acting career? And why was he delivering this scroll to us? You guys all stare at the nearby corpse of the messenger for a second. You think you might have seen it twitch. Is that a zombie? What if he eats your face and or ass? Just to be safe, I'm gonna shoot him in the head with my crossbow. Cool. Good call. Ravi shoots the corpse with a crossbow 18 times. You're not sure if this guy was a zombie or not, but he's definitely dead now. Yay! Based on the blood splatter, I think that was probably an actor, but this doesn't prove anything. Hex, even if he was a zombie/actor, he could have been hired to deliver this message by an awesome, dangerous, high-stakes dungeon. That happens all the time, kind of.
Ravi girl.
Agree to disagree, Ravs. I see a bagel shop in our future, but for right now, there are 2 things I know for sure.
This will be fun.
Thing number 1, we are absolutely heading to that northern woods, and I'm full-ass invested at this point. Thing number 2, Oz knows what the fuck is up. Fist bump me, baby. You fist bump Hex, which is the highest honor that they bestow upon mortal beings. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna pause for 1 second just to acknowledge the 3-headed dog that is now outside of my door and demanding attention. 1 moment, just gonna let them outside. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Dogs were going crazy. Hey Cap, welcome. We did a full playthrough of the first Monster Prom game. I failed miserably and did not get a date. Which, boy, that's just, about right. I'm trying to... So in this one, it's a little bit different. You kind of get auto-paired with somebody at the beginning based on your question that you answer. And I don't really like the person that I was paired with, so I'm trying to side-woo somebody besides them. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm trying to... So we were paired with her, and I don't really care for her. I want to get them, but I don't think that's gonna happen because they're basically auto-forcing me to do a bunch of stuff with her. At least that's how it's coming across. You wander over to the campfire, hoping to peer pressure someone into making you a s'more. When you find Milo, Ravi, and Hex, they're all gathered around with notebooks.
What up, what up, what up?
Hey Oz, check it out. We're doing poetry. It's like normal sentences, but deep. Exactly, Hex. As a reaper with the finest taste in the living arts, of course I'm a poetry stan. In my infinite compassion, I thought that poetry could be a nice exercise for Ravi to connect with her feelings and embrace the now with a little more joy. Grrr. You know what it is? You know what it is that I don't like about her? It's nothing like with her character or looks-wise. It's that she's like super angry and aggressive. And I dated a girl like that in college, and she had like massive anger issues, and it's just given me hard flashback to that. And it's like, it's not attractive. Like, her design is cool, and I like Hex and everything, and I like the dynamic of her like having a curse that talks to her. I don't think Mothman is dateable in the first run of the game. There are tons of updates that are coming out for the game. I want to say he might be the equivalent of the cat character from the first game, which shows up daily, but you can buy stuff from them. But I'm trying to get as much exposure to Milo as I can, and it's been really limited so far. So I think I'm kind of forced to like woo her. I don't know. We're playing it by ear. As opposed to her usual blind rage.
Come on, Ravi.
Poetry is tight. I mean, usually I express myself through the flavor of Pringles I'm eating, but Milo's shown me I can express those feelings with words. That's wonderful, Hex. You see, Ravi dear, there's poems for everyone, like epics are poems too, and epic sounds right up your alley, doesn't it? So every time I'm given a choice of something with her versus somebody else, I always go with the other person. Because I don't know. I'm not a completionist, so I'm not trying to get like all the endings, because there's like thousands of endings. I just don't really get it. I mean, my grandmother used to read me the... Oh boy, I'm gonna butcher this, we already know it, because I can't read normal words that are plain and simple words that are 5 letters long. Mahabharata, when I was a kid, that one was cool, and it might count as an epic, I guess. And I'm trying to put my feelings into this poem, but the only feeling I have is a deep desire to win. You have a desire to win? What do you want to win? The battle against your own vulnerability?
Good.
Oh god. No, you doof. I want to win the poetry, obviously. Ravi, this is not a competition. Poetry is the opposite of competitive. You're insulting Sylvia Plath by implying otherwise. As usual, Milo's just lying to my face so they can get an advantage in this poetry battle. Nice try, Milo. That trick won't work on me. Besides, I've told you this over and over. Everything is a competition. Everything? What about, I don't know, sleeping? Yes, it is. It's a competition for who can get the most out of it. Or you can do a challenge run to see who can survive on the least sleep possible. Ugh, well, what about yoga? A competition for who is the most bendy and sweaty, duh. Wait, you guys, listen to this poem I just wrote. Bagels. They used to be everywhere, but now they are inside me. It's a metaphor for consumerism. Milo's getting frustrated with Aravi's lack of vulnerability, and Aravi's about to physically fight Milo. Intervene before someone's feelings get hurt. Ever heard of slam poetry? It's poetry that you can turn into a blunt weapon to beat your opponents with. Whoever can club an enemy to death with their poem is the winner. Ravi, you haven't even been writing poems. Those are just walkthrough guides. If anyone here is a winner, it isn't you. Yeah, all my poems are walkthroughs. So what? Walkthroughs are pretty much the only thing I know how to write. What was I supposed to be doing? Good observation, Oz. Maybe that's the issue. Aravi's poems aren't supposed to be detailed guides to dungeons. They're supposed to be an expression of your innermost desires, and the things you struggle most with. So, dungeons. No, conceptual things. For example, my latest poems are about the devastating obligation of constantly feeding a hungry audience, and the mild guilt I feel when I have to reap someone who's hot. Well, my innermost desire is to beat the sacred temple of the woods. I struggle conceptually with the magnet puzzle and beating the big spider boss. Those aren't innermost desires. Those are literally video game objectives. Get some depth, you one-dimensional idiot. These walkthroughs are poetry, and that's final. Ugh, fine. If you want to be poetry, you'll just have to milk and honey this thing, put a bunch of unnecessary line breaks and punctuation in there, and we'll call it a day. Fine, maybe I will. Fuck, I love milk and honey. It's my all-time favorite Pringles flavor. After a few minutes of inserting random punctuation throughout her walkthroughs, Aravi lets Milo take a look at her poems. My god. Aravi, these poems are genius. They're exactly the sort of fake deep that'll resonate with my 14 to 17-year-old emotionally compromised demographic. Honestly, I struggle to appeal to this demographic at times. It's hard for me to relate to their emotional desperation. And now I have a whole book of poems they're going to love. I suppose I should thank you, Aravi. You're welcome, I guess. And I should thank you too, Oz. I don't know why, but somehow I feel like you're responsible for this all played out, how this all played out. Milo seems pleased, or it could just be the firelight hitting their contours perfectly. Either way, you're happy. Bring out your flasks. What'll it be then? Take a gamble or use my skills? This is our first time doing this, so I don't know what either of these will do. So let's do skills to find out what happens. It's Garfield! The Deals Wizard! Ah, welcome, welcome. You are new here. Don't fret, let me explain how this works. This is wild yet simple. I have a selection of drinks at hand, yet hands come and go. There is little time to think, and if you don't choose a drink quickly, someone else might take it. It's push or get pushed. And these drinks, look, choose whatever you want, but I'm not responsible for whatever you put in your mouth. I am a wizard in training for you to test my concoctions, and somewhere between kind and reckless. Yes, Fantasy Costco. At the bar! So, get ready and good luck. Drinks menu. I'm going with this cauldron. No, wait, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I literally don't know what I'm doing. Oh, it won't let me use the mouse on this part. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing! I didn't even know that the mouse thing wasn't working. Because in the first one, you couldn't use the keyboard. Okay, well, the classic palette. And my keyboard's literally tucked under my computer right now, so I didn't even have it out. Want to drink the classical palette. I tried to harness the beauty of art in a potion. It enhances the inner beauty of the world. All locations will become more beautiful. Just bask in it. Okay, I mean, that sounds good. Sounds positive. Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. I mean, that sounds like a positive thing to drink. It didn't kill us or anything. Okay, okay. We haven't gone here, so let's go here. That day in Monster Scouts, they teach you how to use the stars and trees bark to find your way when you get lost. On the internet. As a test, coach leaves you in the middle of the internet. You easily get lost. Before you know it, you're watching the Spanish synchronized swimming team perform a routine based on Stairway to Heaven. You don't earn the orientation while in the internet badge, but you definitely gain +2 creativity from watching such beautiful display of skill. You duck into another of Coach's safety lectures so you can sit behind your friends and smell their hair. Pop quiz, everybody. Suppose you're trapped in the woods during a forest fire. How do you survive? Easy. I switched to one of the 11 fire-resistant armor sets I carry with me at all times. Why survive when you can thrive? I'd invite some friends and organize a fire tasting. I'd run out of the woods, like away from the fire. Nice try, Joy, but fire's vision is based on movement. You'll lead it right to you.
Enough of this.
What? Fire can't see. Not as long as you stand perfectly still. I don't mean to complain, Coach, but none of these survival scenarios seem particularly relevant to me, an ancient curse that can't die. Got any better ones? Oh, don't worry, Hex. I've got one that's sure to be relevant to all of you. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that it's the year 3000 and Chuck E. Cheese Entertainment has supplanted all the world's government. I'm listening. Chuck E. Cheese himself has not been seen in person for years. He communicates with the populace through ever-present screens and watches them with the camera eyes of a million animatronic servants. Pizza has become the world's dominant religion, and children are forced to work in the fun mines, harvesting tickets from rigged arcade machines to trade for food and shelter. You're being tracked by Munch's Make-Believe Band, an arm of the Chuck Cheesian Secret Police, because today's your birthday and they want to sing to you. What do you do?
Not happening.
This is somehow even dumber than the fire thing. I'm leaving. Really, Joy? You're gonna leave all these hypothetical people to die? Come on, Joy, say yes to the hypothetical fire, or to the hypothetical life. It will amuse me. Joy's conflicted. Milo's in it for the lulz, and Aravi's in it for the XP, but none of them have any idea how to solve this, so it's up to you to suggest a solution. Let's see, unity is strength, pool everyone's tickets together to buy the revolutionary giraffe plush, or, if the world is one big fast food restaurant, there's only one solution, release the Karen! Release the Karen! You would release the Karen against me? You're mad! You're all mad! Oz, don't do this. No force in the world can control a Karen. Her white privilege is too strong!
Worst episode ever.
What good is defeating the Chuck Cheesian Empire if the process we become the very thing we hate? Don't listen to these nerds. Trafficking with occult powers to help me kill stuff is basically all I do. Oh, you're not going to kill the Chuck Cheesian Empire, you tell her. You're going to ask to speak to its manager. You describe the necessary rituals, the sparkling of essential oils, the offerings of Botox injections and compliments, the sacrifice of a live millennial. Okay, the ritual is complete. Roll to summon Karen. You whip out your survival dice and roll a 1. Oh dear Oz. According to the Survival Master's Guide, a natural 1 means Karen turns on you and your friends. In fact, literally any die. Result means that. Karens exist to protect the dominant power structure, not subvert it. Karen writes an op-ed about how spoiled millennials refuse to work in the fun mines in exchange for healthcare. She also informs on you to the cheese police, and you're all captured. They toss you into the pit of balls, a bottomless chasm filled with colorful plastic orbs without end. Once you're in, it's impossible to get out. You sink forever in whimsical torment. The end. No, this is not how I like to interact with balls.
I'm not carrying you.
Ugh, this is what we get for choosing a plan that didn't have any killing. Thanks a lot, Oz. Calm down, everybody. It's a fake scenario. We're all fine. I thought you'd say that, but the survival scenario has real-world consequences. You must all eat cold, greasy pizza until you regret your choices. Coach buries you in pizza. No one is happy except for Hex, and even Hex gets sick of the pizza eventually. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm. I'm sucking at this. Like, I try to go for the fun answers, but I just get punished. So we've been everywheres at least once. So let's go back to the woods, which is where we started. You hike deep into the woods and find a mysterious journal with the number 3 on it, half buried in the dirt. Inside is tons of information on local monsters and how to defeat them. It covers gnomes, psychics, time travelers, Illuminati-shaped demons. What a boring journal. Where's the drama? Where's the inner thoughts and insecurities about high school crushes? Whoever wrote this journal knew nothing about how journals work. You gain no fun from this, but you surely get +2 smarts. Boring. A few hours later, you're out adventuring in Aravi and Hex, and you're out adventuring with Aravi and Hex. One day I will learn to read. Y'all followed the scroll from the messenger, and now you're deep in the northern woods. You've already found several environmental puzzles and a few cryptic clues. With each solved puzzle, you draw closer to the secret location of the Ring of Sustenance. Strangely, all of the puzzles and clues so far have been vaguely bagel-themed. It's a bagel store, we already know that. Whoa, once I rearrange these glowing stones to spell locks, a scroll appeared. Damn, this is some dope-ass Gorilla Bagel shop marketing. This promo slaps.
Shut up, Hex.
For the last time, Hex, these clues are leading us to a dungeon, not a fucking bagel store. It's all so obvious. Ugh. You'll see when we get there. What does the scroll say? Psh, whatevs, bagel hater. Scroll says, you near the end of your quest. Triumphant adventurers walk 2 miles to the north. The ring awaits you there. Whoa. Finally, we've solved these annoying intro puzzles, and now we get to dive headfirst into some sweet, sweet dunge. Gods, I hope it's multi-leveled with a super complicated layout.
Bagels.
Totes. But just in case it ends up being a bagel shop, I should prep first. Gotta make sure my patented cream cheese utility belt is full of maximum flavors. Gross. But also, yeah, we should get ready. I should head back to my stash and optimize my inventory. I'm all short range and high damage right now, if you know what I mean. Aravi puts a bag over your head and leads you to her nearest fully stocked weapon stash. She starts reviewing her inventory. Okay, just gotta pack enough for a full dungeon run. Let's go with 20 green potions for healing, 20 red potions for mana, and 400 apples in case I need a quick +5 health. I'll need all 128 different types of crafting materials. Dungeons are unpredictable. You never know when a mini-boss is going to be weak against iridium core. Sorry, I have the hiccups. And then I have my weapons, obvi. As of now, I've got 8 swords and 14 crossbows equipped, each with slightly different attack and range stats. Those are all 100% necessary. Damn, Aravi. Hoarders my hoarding addiction called. They want their absurd collection of useless shit back. Okay, I have one last inventory spot open. Ooh, I know. I'll take the Axe of Golden Demise. I looted it off of a Lightning Warlock mini-boss last week. Fuck that, Aravi. You know we share the inventory space, and I need that slot. I'm planning to get covered in schmear, so I'm gonna take my package of 200 paper napkins. Napkins? They're a complete waste of inventory space. We're going to be fighting to survive in the dungeon, okay? I don't have time for your snack food nonsense. Dude, you take up like 99% of the inventory space. You can't give me one slot. Where did you learn how to share the toilet school? Aravi and Hex are fighting again, but luckily for them, you're an expert at conflict resolution. What's the best use for Aravi's last precious inventory slot? Aravi, napkins are just tiny shields. They might not have a huge defense boost, but they've got 200 of them here? Mamma mia, that's a lot of shield. Seriously, using a napkin for a shield? That's total bullshit. I mean, I guess you could technically equip a napkin, but it wouldn't... Aravi, aren't you always telling me not to judge a weapon by its flavor text? Come on, let's test it out. Fine. Just to prove that it's a completely useless inventory item, I'll equip a napkin as a shield. There. Done. Now, go ahead and attack me and I'll prove it doesn't... Rah! Death Tackle! Hex uses Death Tackle, it's super effective. Aravi takes negative 4.999998 points of damage. Well, Aravi, are you okay? I went into a little bit of a battle fog there. Kinda blacked out. Hex, it worked. Did you guys see that? I took 0.00002 less damage points than usual. If these napkins each have 0.0002 base defense modifier, and we have 200 of them, oh my god, I can use a multiplier stat boost if we're equipped simultaneously. I really fucking do not like this character. I really don't. Why did I have to answer the quiz in the beginning to get paired with her? I do not want to date her. Ah. A single napkin is pretty weak, but if I could match my... If I did my math right, a stack of 50 napkins would actually give me a decent defense boost in battle. Yeah, see, 200 napkins worth of defense taking up only 1 inventory space. It's a goddamn bargain. Whoa, this is so sick. I'm in, let's take the napkins. I needed to round out my defense stats anyway. Psst. Oz, thanks for tricking Aravi to make me happy. You're chill as fuck. When we get to the bagel store, I'll give you a lick of my schmear. Once again, your conflict resolution skills have saved the day. Now prepare yourself, the Ring of Sustenance awaits. Okay, we haven't bought anything yet, and I'm gonna, like I said, I assume that because he's not a dateable character, I assume he's the shopkeeper. Yep. Oh my god, look at his little suit. Good evening, Oz. I hope you enjoyed your day at summer camp. My day is only just beginning. My people are mostly nocturnal, so I rarely spend time awake during daylight hours. So while you and your other campmates get to frolic in the sunshine and hear all sorts of juicy, titillating, world-rocking gossip, I'm sleeping away in my tent, unaware of it all. Which is why I was hoping you, popular soul that you are, would be willing to tell me a bit of gossip that I may have heard throughout the grapevine. Aw, poor nocturnal Mossman. Mossman! You're not going to deny such a cute giant insect person gossip, are you? Time to concoct some lies and slander, all in the name... Okay, so we have gossip instead of a shopkeep in this game, okay. In place of the cat person. Okay, so our options for gossip are yogurt-themed sexcapade, no pants poetry reading, Coyote Mud Wrestling Championship, and Naruto LARP. We're going with Naruto LARP, obviously. More evil twin of Jeff Bezos, Flat Earther Apologist, Flaming Sword Swallower, and the reincarnation of Freddie Mercury. Go on, Freddie Mercury. Type in a long cylindrical object. I mean, there's a lake, so pool noodle wouldn't be out of place. A camp? Wow, I slipped through that. I can't believe it. I'll have to pull an all-dayer just to spread this news around, but it will be worth it. See you. Before you know it, everybody's repeating your juicy, blatantly untrue rumor. Oh, this person's hot. Hey, have you heard about Oz yet? Well, listen up, because this is a very interesting tale. A few months ago, when Oz went to his yearly Naruto LARP, he met an attractive stranger and began a secret relationship with them. It was quite the steamy affair. Oz's new partner was fun, witty, smart, and they really knew their way around a pool noodle in bed, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, their relationship had to end when Oz's partner found out about Oz's double life as the reincarnation of Freddie Mercury. It was obvious that their relationship couldn't continue, and Oz's secret sweetie bade him a tearful goodbye. It's kind of funny knowing that what gets Oz's rocks off. I won't be able to get it out of my mind next time I talk to him. You used your gossiping powers for good today, and as a result, Oz gains +4 fun. Do with it what you will. Okay, well that was the first time we talked to Mossman, so... Let's go to the lake. You spend the day playing in the lake. Everything is fun until you're mesmerized by a strange song. It's the sirens. They try to lure you with their beautiful chants, but you know better and challenge them to a riff-off. They kick your ass, but you all definitely have a lot of fun. More specifically, +2 fun. You already knew Aravi was loaded with bravery, determination, and chutzpah, but as she roots through her bag, she's clearly loaded with some pretty sick items as well. Okay, so unlike the last game, this obviously very much forces you into dating whoever your icebreaker is, which kind of sucks. But we'll play it again and we'll play with somebody else, because this might be my least favorite of all of the characters. For it to be the first playthrough of the game, it's like, I really don't like this character at all. What are my battle axes? +1 through +200, all out of order. I get bored while you were sleeping and arrange them by color. Aravi rolls her eyes and drops all the battle axes on the ground to be sorted later. Oh, here's that Alexandria's Curse Emerald diadem I found in that one dungeon. And may I just say, I'm very cool about it not being the only curse in your life. Whoa. Miss Mishra, how dare you litter on the hallowed grounds of Camp Spooky? Well, I'm not littering, Camp Director Miss Weaving. I was just looking through my bag for... You're telling me that all these items were in that one small bag. Likely story. And what is this bottle of booze? That's not booze, that's my therapist. When you need a second therapist to help you deal with the fact that you keep your first therapist trapped in a bottle, if that were true, which it obviously is not, and I can prove it, let's see exactly what kind of spirits are in here. If it's Miss Geist's toilet mine again, I swear. Camp Director Miss Weaving raises an interesting point about keeping me in a bottle, Aravi. Oh my god. Do you think you feel the need to keep people physically tied to you because of your brother Salil's disappearance? So you didn't sneak booze in, you snuck a pet into camp. That's even worse. I'm confiscating it immediately. She's not a pet, she's my therapist, and I'll prove it by showing you how calm and level-headed therapy has made me. I've been working so hard at therapy, I'm getting so good at therapy. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but therapy isn't something you get good at. No, I'm slaying therapy, and I'm gonna prove it by Oz, how am I gonna prove how good I am at therapy to so Miss Weaving gives Nora back? This may not be spooky high, but at least you can still ace a test, the ultimate test, the Rorschach test. Oh hell yeah, Rorschachs are the test of therapy, and tests are like the final bosses of school. What? You know that amazing feeling you get when you clear an area, and you get to see your percent completion, and you know you're destroyed all of the enemies, and then you get to move on to the next thing? Why do you think you feel the need to measure everything in percentages and accomplishments? It may be beneficial to consider that some journeys in life have inherent value just by going on them without focusing on some end goal. Sure. Tell it to the letter grade system in the game unlocks Rorschach time, baby. Okay, I'm actually a licensed Rorschach test administrator, which is strangely one of the most complex qualifications in psychology. Now, what do you see? This inkblot looks to me like a scaled insectivore of some kind. I see an armadillo. Nope, wrong. This inkblot is clearly a pangolin, a completely different scaled insectivore, and the most poached animal on the planet. No points. Next. Hex, inkblots are supposed to be subjective. Are you sure you're licensed to... I said next! This one looks kind of like maybe some kind of battle of the Civil War. Which battle? Well, when I turn my head like this and I look at the blobs, I guess the Battle of Hatteras Inlet Batteries? What day? August 28th? Nope, wrong. August 29th, and you can have partial credit. What's this ink blot look like to you? Well, depending on if I squint, it looks like a puma. Nope, wrong. It's a cougar. You fail. Oz, why did you suggest this? It's totally ruining my self-esteem. Understandably so, Miss Mishra. I'm restoring possession of your therapist into you so that she can help you work through this very irritating time. You thought Aravi would be grateful to you, but she's too busy fuming and gathering sources to show Hex that Puma and Cougar are both names for mountain lions in preparation for her retake exam. Unfortunately, there is no retake on social interactions, and your loss of -2 charm and -1 boldness is irrevocable until you earn them back next round. I am just trying to get through this playthrough so that we can get to another playthrough.
Can I take a minute to think?
Let's go to the manor. As you're searching the haunted manor, you come across an enchanted doll that promises to grant all your wishes. Cool. You take it. It possesses you, of course. It turns out the spirit that was inside it is exactly like you in every way, so nobody notices the difference. The only difference is that the spirit is a little bit bolder than you. You basically gain +2 boldness. You're hoping to run into your gal Aravi, but so far there hasn't been any places you'd expect. The mines, the dungeons, the forest. Here at Camp Spooky was doing an arts and crafts pop-up session, so you go over to pass the time and are shocked to find Aravi already there. Yes, this slump-molded earthenware masterpiece will be one of my finest works yet. Okay. Hello there, Oz. Welcome to the purgatory of boredom and suffering. You mean your oh my god, I can't. Your craftatory of potdom and creating? No, I meant what I said the first time. In that case, can we make no complaining our next rule of compromise? Because you're harshing my pottery buzz. You see what I have to put up with? Hex gets super into any random activity they see on TV, and immediately wants to go try it. They watched a documentary on Mesopotamia, and all they took away from it was pot, and immediately threw themselves into this obnoxious new hobby. They've been leaving little curse-shaped clay prints all over my nice adventuring gear. Which you've been wearing because I graciously agree to accompany you on quests, just like you graciously indulge in my hobbies too. See, that's how this give and take works. Well, I want to give you a punch in the face and take all this clay away from you so we can do something less boring. Who would want to date this woman, in all honesty? Like, personality-wise, who would want to date this person? I like her curse. I do not like her. You think watching paint dry is boring? Try watching clay dry. At least a painting is a picture of something. Why can't you let yourself enjoy my newfound love of pottery? Pots are beautiful. The only time I ever care about pots is when I get to smash them and get rupees. That may be the only circumstance in which Aravi cares about pots, but one circumstance is better than no circumstance. And you know just how to use it. Okay, so... guilt trip. Ask Aravi to make pots to give back to the poor old man whose hundreds of pots she has broken over the last several months. Fuck guilt. Aravi should make her own pots, then to break those for rupees, infinite money. Oh, please, he was asking for it. If that old man didn't want to have his pots smashed, he wouldn't have just left them out in the open of his private house, behind a locked door which I picked, past the wooden fence I jumped over. Ugh, fine, whatever, I'll replace his stupid pots. But I will not enjoy doing it. That's okay, I will. I'll be your instructor in today's pottery lesson, since I don't want to waste my valuable supplies on amateurs with no appreciation for the art form. Oz and Aravi, the two of you share that pottery wheel and block of clay. Oz stands behind Aravi and romantically guides her hands. That seems pretty contrived. You're not sure if it's Hex's love of pop culture or it's just the writers being lazy, but either way, you and Aravi end up having a very intimate ghost-style pottery sequence. By the time the pot is finished, Aravi's gotten really into it and takes her time, painstakingly painting details onto the embellished borders of the two of you have sculpted. You all head over to the house of the little old man whose pots Aravi has been smashing, apology pot in tow. You knock on the door, and rather than lockpick or smash it down, the old man opens it and immediately looks terrified upon seeing Aravi. No, wait, I'm here to apologize. I made you this pot to replace all the ones I smashed. I'm gonna save up rupees until I have enough to return those two. Sorry for the only thinking of myself and my adventures. I'll try to be more considerate in the future. The old man smiles broadly and pats Ravi on the head. Don't worry about the rupees, he says. Mostly I was just sad about the pots. Pottery is my favorite hobby. I don't have much reasons to get out of the house anymore these days, and walking makes me tired, but I can happily spend hours at the pottery wheel, creating new works of art. I love the feeling of clay between my fingers and the sense of pride I have when I've made young lady. Are you crying? She is sad, remorseful tears. The sincere, heartfelt kind you just have to imagine because we spend all the art budget on a floating bowl of salad. No comments. I feel the exact same way about pottery, and I have ever since 2 hours ago. If I had known the feeling of creating a pot, I never would have destroyed yours. The process of creating beautiful yet functional clay art has more value than all the rupees in the world. I'm just glad you've learned that lesson. Now, why don't you kids come in for a nice day of pot making? I have some great glazes. I'll grab the lemonade and cookies I just finished making. Making pots with the old man is just as wholesome as it sounds. It gives you +2 fun, +1 boldness, plus you and Aravi get a new shared hobby.
Whoa! I hope that fire is safe.
You find Milo holding up paint swatch cards to the fire while Calculester takes notes on his own face. Whatever these two goobers are up to, you want to be part of it. Ah, hello Oz, you've come at a good time. Should we paint the fire seafoam green or Nigerian Prince Gold to attract more visitors? Oz, if you recall, friend Milo and I have teamed up as two master aestheticians to flip old properties and restore them, properties such as this campfire. You're undoubtedly noticed that the same core group of patrons continue to return to this locale with no new tourism blossoming. Which means it's the duty of Cal and Milo, house flippers, to restore this campfire to its former glory, to attract new visitors. You could make the point that this is a summer camp, and the reason no one but your group visits the campfire is because you're the only people here. But you'd rather see where these hot nerds take the conversation. Ooh, instead of paint, maybe we could completely refurbish the campfire into a firework. It's fire's much trendier cousin. Friend Milo, if I might propose an alternative idea, I believe the reason that the campfire's tourism has declined is because we no longer utilizing it for its antiquated function. Through extensive research, I have found that primitive humans and monsters use fire for warmth and food, but with modern technology, its purpose is all but moot. We should update the fire's functionality and make it a utility again, lest it be phased into obsolescence like gramophones or Blockbuster. But a Calculester to improve the usefulness of an object goes against our very nature as flippers. We dabble in aesthetics, not actual product improvement. I disagree. I believe it is important to improve, adapt, and evolve. I myself undergo regular software updates in this constant pursuit of my best self. No, darling, that defies the flipper's code. Accessories before necessities. Okay, now seems like a good time to elbow your way into the convo. What's the best way for Calculester and Milo to improve the campfire? Replace the fire with a giant scented candle, or, instead of burning useless firewood, use the campfire to destroy something more cathartic, like pictures of your ex. That's a wonderful idea, Oz. Frivolous fragrances are all the rage now. Just look at the success of Bath & Body Works or Smensels. I admit, this actually is a good idea. It will improve the appearance and smell of the campfire while also making it 80% safer. Indeed, darling, it's the perfect plan. But what scent should we go with? Perhaps something that will still mesh with Camp Spooky's rustic summer atmosphere, like Virgin Laundry, or Passion of a Lioness in Summer Heat. Actually, let's go with a Midnight Romance scented candle. A good interior designer always works with the mood of the space, even if the space is outside. Are those truly fragrances? My research indicates that none of those things have a smell. Oh, Calculester, they don't need to. A scented candle's true purpose is only to further worsen the lighting of a room while increasing its innate sexual energy. Oh, and all this time I assumed I didn't understand scented candles because I had no nose. What a relief! I appreciate your eye for aesthetics, Oz. Perhaps you and I could be an aesthetically pleasing pair. Looks like the scent of Midnight Romance is already all around you. Who says smells have to be real to be in the air? Bring out your flasks. Okay, keyboard. I'll take a gamble. Let's try a different thing this time. Welcome, welcome. You new here? Don't fret. Let me explain how this works. I will prepare you a drink, the drink of the day. You may choose to drink that one, but if you are not interested, you're lucky there's a mystery box with a second option. It could be better, it could be worse, but one thing is for sure, it will be mysterious. And these drinks, look, choose whatever you want, but I'm not responsible for whatever you put in your mouth. I am a wizard in training, and for you to test my concoctions is somewhere between kind and reckless. So get ready and good luck. Mystery box. Do we go mystery box? What do you guys think? Mystery box or sex on the beach? Okay, April says sex on the beach, so we're gonna take it. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. Ah, sex on the beach. I brought this drink to the next level, as you can see. Give it a try. I assure you, it'll be a fun ride.
Let's do this.
This is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Ciao. Okay.
So many options.
Let's go to the HQ. That day, all the scouts make a braid chain as a team-building exercise. You learn all sorts of new ways to braid hair. But the person braiding your hair accidentally ties an infinity knot into your head. There's no way to untie it. You can see into infinity. But right before Coach gives you the worst haircut of your life, you see how all of your friends will die. It's useful in helping you eliminate David Davidson, the doomed dear person from your romantic prospects. Sorry, Theos. You also watch every Marvel movie that will ever be released. You gain +2 creativity from witnessing so many plot twists. You join a relaxing landscape painting class to take your mind off the sexy chaos of Camp Spooky for a few hours. Ugh, this is so boring. There's not even any sexy chaos. Why did you curse me to attend this stupid painting class anyways? Because I wanted to take a painting class and I physically can't go anywhere without you. Can I at least kill one of the other monsters in the painting class? Don't embarrass me, Aravi. This better not turn out like the cooking class. But I'm not getting any experience. Sure you are. You're getting the experience of contemplating a relaxing landscape and then trying to paint it. Trying and failing. I can't believe Counselor Zombie Bob Ross won't let me use my knives as paintbrushes. It's not about whether you succeed or fail, girl. It's about having fun looking at trees and shit. Well, I hope you're having enough fun for both of us, and then some, because I'm having negative fun. I'm actually not having that much fun either. Great, that means we can leave. No, I think it just means I'm not landscaping hard enough. Come on. But how can I landscape harder than I'm landscaping right now? I'm already landscaping as hard as I can. If you spend much more time in this landscape class, we'll both be part of the landscape because I'm gonna die of boredom and then we'll have to bury me here. And you were worried you weren't gonna have to solve any stupid conflicts today. Help Hex make their landscape more interesting so that they and Ravi are both engaged. Let's see. The options are... This landscape has no emotional meaning for either of you. Try painting a landscape you're both attached to, Ravi's internal organs. Or, the problem with your landscape is that it's lacking hot dogs. You should increase its hot dogginess by 500%. I mean, Hex likes hot dogs, so yeah, we're going with that. You're right, there's nothing in the world more emotionally moving to me than a good hot dog. Seriously? Nothing? Maybe I spoke too soon. There's actually a lot of things I find more emotionally moving than a good hot dog. Like friendship, the thrill of achievement, seeing your enemies flee before you and hearing the lamentations of their women. Like 11 hot dogs, or 100 hot dogs, or 500 hot dogs, which is exactly how many dogs I'm going to add to this landscape. Hex enthusiastically adds just a bonkers amount of hot dogs to their painting. It looks like an enormous pile of hot dogs painted over a landscape. Hex is overjoyed. This is stupid. If you're just trying to paint as many hot dogs as possible, at least fucking optimize it. Why paint a mere 120 when together we could paint 1,000? Those are the most beautiful words you have ever spoken to me. And another thing, what are you painting with? A paintbrush? Get good. If you're painting hot dogs, you damn well better be painting those hot dogs with a hot dog. Ravi shoves a hot dog into Hex's hands. Where did you get this hot dog? My inventory, don't ask questions. Yes, ma'am. Let the hot doggery commence. Hey, are you kids painting hot dogs with a hot dog over here? Damn right we are. Is there a problem? Far from it, I'm just impressed at your artistic skill. I read somewhere that Michelangelo used a hot dog to paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo? He's my favorite Ninja Turtle. I'm so proud. Really? I'm more of a Raphael girl myself. You guys seem to forget all about the painting and spend the rest of the afternoon discussing Ninja Turtles and eating hot dogs from Aravi's inventory. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Week 5, we're almost at the end. I am not looking forward to this ending. Let's go to the Dome. Today at Camp Dome, the game is 7 minutes and in Heaven Extreme. You volunteer yourself as tribute for the camp. You put on some lip balm, ready for some hot kissing, but it seems you got the rules wrong. In 7 minutes in Heaven Extreme, they straight up murder you and you need to stay in literal heaven for 7 minutes. They stab you repeatedly, you're sure you're going to hell, but no, heaven is beautiful, and it's all you ever wanted. You want to stay, but they bring you back to life. You are cheered by your teammates, but you will never be the same after being taken from heaven. You do look more heavenly, though, and that translates into +2 charm. Isn't that literally the plot of, like, the last couple of seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Afterwards, you meet up with Aravi and Hex. Ever since you received that mysterious scroll, you three have been on a long, arduous quest. You've solved countless puzzles, followed clue after clue, and prepped your inventory, and now you're about to arrive at the secret location of the Ring of Sustenance. Alright, according to the map on those crystal runes, the Ring of Sustenance should be right over this hill, and holy fuck, I smell pumpernickel! Hex was right, it's a bagel shop. There's a grand opening sign and a line of adventurers out the door and a papier-mâché bagel on the roof. This is the best day of my entire existence. I have never felt this happy. I am literally weeping acidic plasmas right now. I can't believe I cleaned out my inventory for this. Come on, let's go get a stupid bagel. Hopefully it'll cure my dungeon blue balls. What up, adventurers, says an enthusiastic bagel salesperson. Welcome to the Ring of Sustenance, the bagel shop where smiles are worth their weight in gold. What up, respected bagel merchant? Psyched AF, psyched AF. Real quick, Q, did you hire actors to pass out flyers for this place and tell them to, pretend to be dead? And did you create a series of elaborate clues and puzzles to mislead adventurers into thinking this was a dungeon? Haha, hell yeah we did. Sounds like you guys ran into the Holy Yeast Pilgrimage. It's our latest badass youth-oriented marketing stunt. By overcoming our quest, you prove yourself worthy of our bagels. It's like I always say, if you want an easy bagel, stuff some bread into a hula hoop and go fuck yourself.
Here for it.
I am absolutely vibing with the cult energy rating off of this bagel shop. I mean, that's true, April. Is there anything that wasn't a Buffy plotline at one point or another? Accurate. Oh, and one more thing, bagel heads. We've got a specific promotion going on, only for today. Also, never, ever Google the term bagel heads. Just gonna throw that out there. It's an ETBILTTMGOF deal. You know, an eat 10 bagels in less than 2 minutes, get one free kind of thing. Hex, I can feel you drooling, but I'm begging you not to do this, please. It's literally a cheap trick to get you to buy 10 bagels at...
This will be fun.
Ravi, listen carefully. There is nothing you could say that would stop me. This is my destiny. I'm in. Start the clock, bagel merchant. Holy fuck, this onion bagel is so fucking delicious. Fuck, shit, shit, first bagel. Oh no, I'm shaving the schmear. Shit, they're eating these bagels way too slow. The bagel merchant's stopwatch beeps, and Hex only ate about 7.5 bagels. Ah, beans. Out of time, probably for the best. Would have been too impressive, honestly. I would 100% fall in love with anyone who could eat 10 bagels in less than 2 minutes. It's your chance to win Hex's love and... Wait, so can I date Hex and not her? Is that like an option here? Because I have literally been trying to impress him and not her this entire time we've been stuck with her. And a free bagel. Quick, how can you eat 10 hot, fresh bagels in less than 10 minutes? Okay, let's see. Get some lube, coat your esophagus with it. It'll ease the bagels down, and you'll look like a kinky genius. Nobody said you had to use your mouth to eat the bagels. There are other holes you could stuff bread inside. Let's go lube. Ah, damn it. I didn't pack any lube in my inventory, so you'll have to find some yourself. Don't get me wrong, though. I think this is a horrible plan. You're in the middle of the woods. There happens to be a nearby pharmacy, right next to the bagel shop. What are the chances? You head inside. You go straight for the adult ointments aisle and buy some extra super slippery lube. You pay in change, chug your entire bottle of lube, and go back to the bagel shop. You can do this. You're my champ. I pretty much believe in you. And whoa, you're not looking so hot. Did I accidentally eat your life force or something? You're not feeling so hot. Ever since you drank that whole bottle of lube, your insides have been feeling a little slippery. Almost as if all your internal organs were detaching from the surrounding muscles and then slowly dripping down the inside of your body. It's unimaginably painful. Wait a minute. Oz, is this the lube you bought? I read the bottle. You got extra slippery medical-grade organ lube. No way. I read about the stuff in RPG crafting recipes and Poisons Monthly. Isn't it lube that helps people who have sticky internal organs? Yeah, exactly. I saw it on My Strange Addiction Lube Eaters. If you have sticky internal organs, you drink this lube and it makes them less sticky, obvi. But if you drink the organ lube and you have normal organs like Oz, then it makes you poop your guts out, literally. Ugh. Yeah, Oz, you better get to a hospital. Lol. I was better off shoving a bagel in my ass than drinking the lube. Hex and Aravi ditch you for freshly made bagels. You call an ambulance and ride to the hospital alone. Am I gonna end up alone in both first playthroughs? You failed the bagel challenge, and imagine you are pooping your guts. Your own internal organs is forever etched in everyone's minds. You lose -3 fun and also one of your kidneys. Guys, I think we literally ended up alone and single in both games. I mean, I was trying to seduce Milo, not her. I went out of my way to purposefully not seduce her. I don't think he'll say yes, but I'm gonna ask. You finally gather the courage and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. The two of us, a summer fling. What a cute idea you had there. You're so adorable. And so funny. What an adorable joke you just told. You and I dating? Ha, what a hilarious little prank, you little jokester. After being rejected, you spend most of the meteor shower crying alone in your tent. Some days after that, the police come to your place. Apparently, one of the campers at Camp Spooky was brutally murdered during the night of the meteor shower. They're checking on everyone, but most people have an alibi, as they were on a date with someone. But not you! You end up in jail, reminded of another perk of getting a date. It makes a good alibi. Hey, we got new special stuff. So this one has 24 endings as of present, without the added DLC that'll probably come out later. But we got special stuff. Okay, so... Okay, hold on. Before we knew it, these weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older, and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of my mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find when gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes, and I'm there. On that last summer night, feeling like I was just starting to live life. With all my friends around the campfire, so young and unafraid, so ready to start. Look at our little ghost friends, one's playing a guitar and the other one's trying to grab our marshmallow. He ate the marshmallow, I love him. Oh my fucking god, look at this fucking credit sequence. Look at our ghost friends. Okay, so you kind of get stuck in this one compared to the first one. In the first one, you kind of get an open-ended choice on who you date or who you ask out. In this one, you kind of get cornered by your opening questionnaire to date that person. A lot of well-known people are doing voices for this series, which is cool. So the problem would be in the next playthrough would be to pick a different opening questionnaire and hope we get one of the people that we wanted. Because she was kind of the only one I really wasn't interested in out of the options. But obviously, like, getting bad endings also gives you stuff in the game, so it's, like, worth getting bad endings and good endings. But that's why people replay these so much. Because there's kind of infinite things you can unlock or achieve. You can get achievements for doing. So it's been like 3 hours almost. Do we do another playthrough? Or do we save it for another day? Pardon me, clearing my throat, as I almost just dropped my candy on the floor. Unlocked. Coffee beats to relax and study to. What do you guys think? Another playthrough or another day? It takes... This one actually took longer because there was a lot more text to read on this one than the first one. The first one, the dialogue was pretty brief. with every interaction. This one was pretty dialogue heavy. The first one I think took almost exactly an hour, and this one took more like 2-ish with the break and everything. I'll leave it up to chat. Yeah, I mean, we can save it for another time. Okay. So if that's gonna be pretty much it for today, obviously thank you guys for coming and sticking around, and for dealing with my inability to both see and read. Half the problem is, like, my vision is so bad that I have problems seeing the text, and the other half of the problem is just my brain is gobbledygook, reading 3 hours straight out loud. And to think, I used to, like, be in plays and read Shakespeare and stuff, and, you know, now I can barely read. Brain Pudding 2020. Yes, we got our first emote is live, as you guys saw. I'm gonna probably update it or change it, but for right now it's there, so. Tomorrow, Friday, stream is to be determined. Keep an eye on Twitter to know if we're having a stream or not. Usually I would be having a Friday stream, but scheduling stuff is wonky this week with it being Halloween and Samhain and everything, so I don't know for sure that I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. Either way, I'll post on Twitter ahead of time. What else? As usual, I always bump April's nonprofit. You can signal boost it or donate if you are able to. Much appreciated. If you have spooky or scary or Halloween themed games, even though it won't be happening before Halloween, we're still gonna do a spooky stream. Like, it wasn't a Halloween adjacent goal. It was just a goal for the chat. So you can click that Twitter link to recommend spooky games or horror games or scary games. The dogs wanted to get one last Bork in, so there's Bork in chat. What else? Still waiting to hear back on branding stuff. Hopefully that'll be soon, because it's been over a month. Actually, it's almost been, well, yeah, I mean, it's almost been 2 months. So I'm still waiting on that stuff. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna look to see if anyone's online, even though we don't have a lot of people in chat, to do a little quick raid. I'm gonna throw up my BRB screen while I do that, so hold on one second. Okay. Fixed my mic setup issue. That's always helpful. Let's see who is online. Let's see. Who is online? Ooh, there's a lot of big people online right now. Well, if you want to continue Monster Camp, Geek and Sundry is actually streaming Monster Camp right now. But I'm not going to raid them because they have a few hundred people in their chat. I like to stream people who have less viewers, or to raid people who have less viewers. So we're actually going to raid Evil FX. He's like a prop maker and a designer and stuff. And they do all kinds of weird stuff over on his channel. They do everything from community games like Jackbox to creator stream to movie streams. Right now he has it marked as just chatting, so I don't know what he's up to exactly, but we're gonna go raid him because he only got 35 people in chat right now. As always, thank you for swinging by. And if there is no stream tomorrow, then I will most likely see you guys on Monday. But yeah, as always, we'll post on Twitter ahead of time as needed. And thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna raid. Everybody be safe for Halloween if you're doing anything. Please don't go out. Stay home. Be safe. Be smart. Eat all the candy. Cook all the good things. Dress up if you want to. Take some pictures for Instagram. Night all.